As you venture through the endless desert sands, you come across a magnificent statue towering over you. The face of a regal lion with piercing eyes seems to stare right through you, and you can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. This is the Sphinx, a creature shrouded in mystery and ancient secrets. For centuries, scholars and explorers have tried to unravel the enigmatic riddles that surround this majestic figure. But its secrets remain hidden, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to seek them out. And today, here on History in Minutes, we'll be seeking answers and discovering hidden secrets of this statue of the ancients. Number 10. A hidden doorway? Matt Simpson, a British historian known for his YouTube channel, Ancient Architect, has shared information regarding the Great Sphinx of Giza. According to documents he discovered, the Sphinx may have a hidden door that connects to an underground chamber linked to the pyramids. Originally, the Sphinx had 3 steles in front of it, including the Dream Stele built by King Thutmose, which remains there. However, 2 other steles, built by Ramses the Great, were taken to the Louvre Museum and have been largely forgotten. Simpson found images of these missing steles in a book from 1837, which show the Sphinx on a platform with Ramses the Great offering something. The Sphinx is positioned above what appears to be a doorway, which is also mentioned in the Dream Stele. Simpson believes that this image, along with the Dream Stele's description of a door beneath the Sphinx, provides evidence for the Sphinx's hidden entrance. Simpson's claims have not been confirmed or denied by the Ministry of Antiquities in Egypt. If they are found to be true, this could be one of the most significant discoveries made in the Giza Plateau in recent times. Number 9. The Sphinx was carved from a single stone. It may oppose the beliefs of some, but the Sphinx is made by a single stone. The Sphinx was not constructed piece by piece, but was carved out of a single block of limestone found in a quarry in the Giza Plateau. It measures 66 feet in height and 240 feet in length, making it one of the largest and oldest monolithic statues globally. Despite seeing pictures and drawings, standing between the paws of the creature, which were twice the height of the speaker and longer than a city bus, was a humbling experience. The statue's original name is unknown, and the term Sphinx came into use around 2,000 years after its construction in ancient Greek mythology. While there are hundreds of tombs with hieroglyphic inscriptions dating back 4,500 years at Giza, none of them refer to the statue. Egyptologist James Allen of Brown University suggests that the Sphinx was most likely considered divine, perhaps the image of a king. But beyond that, it is uncertain what the builders thought of it. The statue's symbolism is also unclear, although inscriptions from the era refer to Rutai, a double lion god that guarded the horizon where the sun rose and set, and sat by the entrance to the underworld. Number 8. The Sphinx used to be Anubis? Another interesting, yet controversial assumption on what the Sphinx really is. It is theorized to be a representation of Anubis. According to Robert Temple, the Sphinx was originally a huge statue of Anubis, the jackal god of Egypt, and its current face was added later when it was recarved to resemble Amenhotep II, a pharaoh from the Middle Kingdom period. Temple backs up his claims with photographs that show evidence of ancient sluice gates, which indicate that the Sphinx was once surrounded by a moat filled with water called Jackal Lake, where religious ceremonies were held during the Old Kingdom era. Furthermore, he presents evidence that the Sphinx's precise size and position were determined using geometric calculations based on the nearby pyramids of Cheops and Cheprin, and it played a key role in a pharaonic cult that focused on resurrection. Number 7. Who broke the Sphinx's nose? There are many tales circulating about who damaged the Sphinx's nose, with Napoleon Bonaparte being the most popular culprit. The most commonly held belief is that the nose was broken during one of the battles fought by the French army near Giza during their campaign in Egypt in 1798. However, some historians, including Bassam el-Shamai, argue that this theory is false and that Napoleon is innocent. According to el-Shamai, the real culprit behind the missing nose is erosion, caused by natural elements like wind, rain, and earthquakes. Additionally, it has been documented that the nose had been missing since the 15th century, long before Napoleon's time. Al-Makrizi, an Arab historian, claimed that a Fatimid sheikh called Mohammed Sa'im el-Dar was responsible for the nose's disappearance. El-Shamea also pointed out that Louis Norton's painting, which shows the Sphinx with its nose intact, dates back to 1737, long before the French campaign in Egypt. Number 6. Was the Sphinx intentionally buried? The Great Sphinx, one of the world's largest and oldest monolithic statues, has been subjected to various natural and man-made damage over time. Pollution and erosion have taken a significant toll on the sculpture, which has been protected from complete destruction because it has been covered in sand for much of its life. Many attempts have been made to restore the Sphinx over the centuries, starting with the pharaoh Thutmose IV, who cleared the sand from around the statue after a dream in which the Sphinx asked him to do so. Thutmose IV also built a wall around the Sphinx to protect it from desert winds. Despite the pharaoh's efforts, the Sphinx was once again buried under the sand after his reign. In 1858 CE, the sand around the Sphinx was partially cleared by Auguste Mariette, and between 1925 and 1936 CE, French engineer Émile Barrès excavated the Sphinx on behalf of the Antiquities Service, exposing it to the elements for the first time in possibly centuries. Number 5. The Sphinx Had a Beard. The Great Sphinx of Giza was originally designed to have a beard, but most of it has eroded over time. However, a fragment of the beard can still be seen in the British Museum and the Museum of Egyptian Antiquities in Cairo. Some theorists, such as French archaeologist Dobrev, believe that the beard was added later, rather than being a part of the original design. The British Museum supports this hypothesis, suggesting that the chin would have suffered significantly more damage if the beard had been built at the same time as the rest of the statue. It is thought that the beard may have been added as a part of Thutmose IV's extensive restoration project. This theory is still subject to debate and further study, as the Sphinx's original design and purpose continue to be shrouded in mystery. Number 4. The Secret Passages. Legends of hidden tunnels associated with the Great Sphinx have circulated for some time. Researchers from Florida State University, Waseda University in Japan, and Boston University have detected several irregularities in the vicinity of the statue, although these may be natural features. In 1995, workers who were refurbishing a nearby parking lot uncovered a network of tunnels and passageways, two of which extended deeper underground near the Sphinx. Robert Balval believes that these tunnels date from the same period as the Sphinx itself. In the early 1990s, while studying erosion at the monument with a seismograph, Anthony West's team discovered anomalies, such as hollow, regular-shaped spaces or chambers several meters below ground level between the paws and on either side of the Sphinx. Unfortunately, no further exploration has been permitted. Number 3. Head too big for its body. The Great Sphinx of Giza was said to have a distinctively large head in comparison to its body. Researchers have put forth a theory that the head seemed to have been recarved by various pharaohs multiple times since the statue was originally created, to align with the current trends of aesthetics. Some researchers suggest that the original head might have been of a ram or a hawk, as there are similarities in their facial structures that resulted to its size today. This speculation could provide evidence that the Great Sphinx is far older than it is believed to be. Number 2. The Sphinx closed its eyes? Recently, pictures of the Great Sphinx of Giza with its eyes closed went viral and sparked a debate on social media. Some users believed the pictures to be real and interpreted them as a sign of the end of the world. Others used the photos to create memes for satire purposes. However, prominent archaeologist Bassam El-Shamea believed that the pictures were doctored, citing the difference in color between the closed eyes and the rest of the statue's head. El-Shamea also argued that the angle which the pictures were taken had to be considered, as the Sphinx faces the east and views the sunset with the pyramids on the west side. The officials of the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities later on also denied the credibility of the pictures. Turns out she never took a nap. Number 1. When was it really built? In recent years, there has been an ongoing debate about the age of the Great Sphinx. John Anthony West, an author, observed weathering patterns on the Sphinx that he believed were caused by water erosion, not wind and sand erosion, which led him to believe that the Sphinx was older than previously thought. He consulted geologist and Boston University professor Robert Skoke, who agreed that there was evidence for water erosion. Based on their findings, West and Skoke hypothesized that the Sphinx was between 7,000 and 10,000 years old, which was dismissed by Egyptologists as they claimed that rainstorms had stopped before the Sphinx was built, and there are no other signs of water erosion on the Giza Plateau to support this theory. Robert Bauval, another author, developed a different theory. He suggested that the three Great Pyramids at Giza and their position relative to the Nile formed a 3D hologram of the three stars on Orion's belt and their position to the Milky Way. He concluded that the Sphinx was connected with the constellation Orion, and suggested that the best fit for this hypothetical map is the position of the stars in 10,500 BCE, which would make the Sphinx even older than West and Skoke suggested. However, this claim is disputed by Egyptologists, who point out that no archaeological artifacts from the period have ever been found in the area. The Great Sphinx is currently decaying due to natural causes such as wind, humidity, and pollution from Cairo. To address this issue, a large-scale restoration and preservation initiative began in 1950. Unfortunately, early repair attempts involved the use of cement, which was unsuitable for the limestone and further damaged the structure. Over the course of 6 years, 2,000 limestone blocks were added and chemicals were injected, but the treatment failed. By 1988, the left shoulder of the Sphinx was deteriorating so rapidly that blocks began to fall off. Today, restoration efforts are ongoing, overseen by the Supreme Council of Antiquities. The focus is primarily on preservation rather than exploration or excavation, so discovering more about the Sphinx's secrets will have to wait. This ends today's video. If you learned something new, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content worth your every minute.